But I'm just asking that, okay, that as you have come just yesterday, actually, and only one day practice, and you have to prepare for the derby. So, how do you feel that actually that your team is ready to play a derby, which is without any preparation or something like that?
We are really disappointed from the schedule and the fact that it was totally unfair against the first and the best team in the group stage. It's really tough for a coach and for the players. We have 6 days, 3 games, travel away in the middle. Not an easy travel. It's not just we go from here to there play. We didn't have session yesterday. We will go now and have a session. Also amount and see how the players are exactly, and then we will make our decisions. But I mentioned these things, and thank you for the question, because I just want to tell you that I do believe that these games were important, the mental work, and how you will prepare yourself as a brain, mentality, and this is what we will talk about with the players in a few hours.
Hi coach, this is López from All Good. You have started this tournament with a derby with East Bengal match, and now you have to finish the match with the same opponent. First of all, what is the changes have happened both of the games, especially in your team within this time? And secondly, do you think it's a benefit or it makes the team go?
Great question. Thank you for this one. I was thinking that too, how team will compare these 2 games. Of course, the one game with the other has nothing to do. I mean, the one was the beginning of the season. Now the teams have more games, both of them. Different players in the roster with adding more Indian players from both teams and more foreign players from both teams. Also some injured players and a lot of official game time. So as a matter of fact, these are 2 different games. The one was you knew that if you win the next 2 games, you will qualify. It was possible. But now it's a game without tomorrow. Mental, like I said earlier, it's a totally different game. On the other hand, we cannot skip the previous game. Just skip it. It was a win. We beat them. We know that we can do it. With 70 minutes, we were better than them. And I think that's a sign that will give us confidence in the way that we can approach the game tomorrow.
Is that beneficial? Second part of the question.
Of course, this is what I said. Being a winner in the first game gives you confidence.
Last 2 matches, your team couldn't score in 90 minutes, but your goalkeeper was superb in the tiebreaker, and the same situation of East Bengal, almost the same situation of East Bengal. It seems like that it is a battle between 2 best goalkeepers but a clueless attack line. So is it what you think about that?
So it's the third time in a row. In the third time in a row, you're asking the same question. You see, I remember really well. We started from the game against Protectors with lost chances of listening. Let's start that we compare different games. The first game with Protectors was a game that we scored goals. Okay, some players with some chances. We explained why. The second game also here, we create chances, clear chances. I will still remind you that 2 chances of Drazic, in open goal, the one with the head, the one with the foot. There are 3 clear penalties that will clean the game earlier, and we will talk about it later. And the third one was a game in the water. So I think most of you hear my congrats to the players because they try to convince themselves and transform in fighters. I know exactly where I am. I know the demands and the expectations of this club. And believe me, I want this club to play modern football more than anyone else. Some opportunities, some chances is once in a lifetime. But sometimes also when the weather is like this, you cannot demand from the players play football. We adjust to the demands of the game. So that's why we didn't have chances. Even I believe that from the quality that we have, we should do some things better. Hopefully tomorrow we will play a good pitch and we will come back in scoring and creating chances.
Right, Coach. From what one day before. Coach, do you think, according to the performance, Jamshedpur is the best goalkeeper of the country?
Yes, yes. Comparing it with, because that's my exposition. He has some characteristics that you can find them hard in other goalkeepers, especially in India. I don't want to go in details, but yes.
Coach, you have two foreigners and out of them, three of the foreigners have already played their experience in playing whereas East Bengal foreigners, only one foreigner have experience in playing previously. So do you think that will be an added advantage for your team? And secondly, how important is this match for you personally as a coach?
I would want to avoid this last question, to be honest. Let's see. Experience is very important for a game like this. To have this feeling, the spirit, the air, and the stadium full of fans, and the pressure, and we have a lot of experience, but it's not enough. Experience is not enough. If you are not passionate, if you are not positive, if you are not confident, but at the same time have balance and be no arrogant, but be humble, then you might have a problem. So this is something that my players and us, as coaching staff, tomorrow we should have. Yes, we have the experience, but at the same time we have to deal with all these emotions.
Iman. Hi, Coach. I'm Iman. I work for the Hindustan Times newspaper. Coach, I understand it's a final. It's a final against East Bengal. But at the end of the day, this is just a pre-season tournament. There would be more tougher challenges ahead. You are still getting ready for the season, which begins next month. So, in that sense, how important is a win tomorrow as opposed to getting your team ready for the season ahead?
Are you sure that we start next month?
Okay, good one.
Because if you tell me where we will start, then I will give you more information. So let's talk about the importance of this tournament that we want to be in bringing the cup home, and then depends on the time that we will have. Mostly there is a certain schedule for the teams with 8 or 9 weeks where you can start developing 4 aspects. First of all, the fitness. Okay, we did almost nothing in these weeks because mostly we care about how we will keep them safe and healthy than develop things. So through games they are developing. Second, technique. Still in this level, you can develop the players technically. Tactically. Okay? To adjust a lot of tactical things that we want to change or we want to develop. And the fourth, mental. So we need this preparation season. That's why I'm saying, if you tell me how much time I have, I can tell you how much development we can have as well.
Ask a question.
coach, what's the update about this match? Because he didn't travel for the
We will go now to the beach, check him, and see how is he.
rest of
The first meetings are good.
Coach, this side. Coach, I have also from ASO my newspaper. So towards the final match, as a coach, what do you want? You want to finish the match in 90 minutes or go on with your try because you have a result time. One of the best could be got in your card.
In the previous games, I knew that we are much better than the other teams, and we have the experience to get this process of penalties. Everybody says about Vishal, it's great, but nobody says that we didn't miss any penalty. Finally, you said you are from East Bengal. No, I didn't listen. Finally, we are shooting penalties. We have to go to penalties as Mohun Bagan with your penalties because 2 years there's no penalty in a regular game. I don't know why is this happening. The referees don't give us penalties. That's a different story. Very important, of course, for tomorrow. Because tomorrow, and I grab the chance to say, these games, the final of Indian Durand Cup, the most historical tournament, it's going to make the highlights, etc., the round of the world. It's an advertising for people. We are responsible tomorrow, all of us. First of all, the fans. Second, the officials, coaches and staff, etc., players that they have to keep good level there, but also referees. Referees should be there and play fair, 50-50. Don't make us scream for penalties all the time that they don't whistle. So about tomorrow, also, East Bengal has quality, has experience. It's not the same, but I still believe that, like you said, it would be better to finish this game in the regular time.
So start your survey or you need to start? No. 4 or 5.
So we actually, as coach elaborately said that what actually he wants. But now as they are playing Derby actually. So how do you look into the Derby, that the feelings actually you have in mind, and what your message to the, what would be your message to the supporters?
First of all, hi to everyone, and thanks for the question. Of course, tomorrow.
It's louder, please. Louder.
Tomorrow will be my first derby, third game in derby. I'm very happy and satisfied to be a part of the biggest game in Indian football. As I said, I came a little bit late with the team, but everything goes well. I adapt very fast. I know a lot of players from last season. It was easy to adjust myself, and I hope tomorrow we will present our team, our as person and individuals as best as we can, and I hope tomorrow we'll win this trophy.
Hi, Samir. Rahul this side from Red Sports. How do you assess your performance so far in these 3 games? I mean, how are you judging the team? Because we are very new in this unit, so how are you judging with the other teammates?
When I came after 2 days, it was already game, so I should adjust myself very fast. Also, coaching staff and teammates helped me a lot. And I hope as the times go, as me and as a player and team, we will play better and better. And tomorrow is the first step to show us in the street.
Last year you played with dominance. This year you with versus dominance. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, well, of course, Dani is an amazing player. I know him from the last season. Tomorrow we will play against each other, and of course he knows me well, I know him as well, and we'll try
the best of our teams to be as best as we can.
Last question, last.
It's a very this is Shaitan wanting to provoke somebody else to that. After the semi-final, you will take sufficient time for recovery and preparation for the final, and your opponent is Bengal. They got more time for preparation for final. So, it will be a factor tomorrow's final.
Yeah, you're right. They had one more day to recover and they didn't have this cover. But of course, for tomorrow game, we don't need excuses. We must perform as best as we can and try our best. And as I said, we have only one goal tomorrow to win this Durand Cup.
Coach, away the derby, after first match in the final, another derby. What is your thought on the match?
Es de especies más es la especie más importante in India, evidently, but we have to play the match similar to the match because the more important in the derby is the intelligence and control the emotion because the emotion high 100%. Now you have to down maybe 25% and choose the moment in the 90 minutes of the match for improve and determinate aspect to the play, tactical and above all mental.
Coach, so do you think that when you played the first derby and now you have played few matches, do you think that East Bengal team is better placed now instead of you have got an extra day of practice compared to Mohun Bagan? And secondly, do you again think that it is again going to be a battle between goalkeepers at the end of the day tomorrow?
Evidently, we are better team because this time we have two training sessions and now we have maybe 22 weeks. And I hope for I work for my team. The idea, the model of play, the coach and development in this case, they have to take it. It's very important for the plan for tomorrow. Because after that, we are thinking about the champion, kick out, and start another time of the season. Different precision, but for that is very important for us. Here the team was one title. The last month for the Durand Cup. It's a prestigious competition. And the goalkeeper, maybe we will continue with the same idea.
I said again, do you think it should be a battle between goalkeepers? Like it can go to tiebreakers?
Sorry? It's a battle between two goalkeepers. It is both the goalkeepers part of it.
So do you think that again tomorrow the match will end up in tiebreakers? So it will be the battle between two goalkeepers tomorrow?
For me, Vishal is a very, very good goalkeeper. I have Vishal the first time in Pune, long time ago. And now, Jim, for me, is also very good goalkeeper, but another goalkeeper, also Jamshedpur Pangora, very good also. I am very happy with Vishal. I hope our goalkeeper doesn't come for them in the match. It's more important for Vishal.
Coach, listen. Coach, your opponent, Coach Mohun Bagan, repeatedly spoken about they are refereeing in the final. They are refereeing and co-refereeing in the whole Durand Cup. So, what do you want to say about the referee?
So I think it's a very good referee. The last day we had problem with the line. But I know that it's impossible to control the referees here in Spain, in the World Cup, or more competition. Only I work for him luck. And I don't want that the referee give me something neutral. And this is the career of the goalkeeper. That's the goalkeeper.
Very good. I have to believe that also. My question is that what we have learned from the first derby defeat and any reason behind not to training before the match?
No, because we are training session today now in the hotel. Okay? Because one meeting before the game, we have to explain the tactical plan for tomorrow. One part, tomorrow another part before the match. No? But the thing is good, I can prepare the match yesterday, the match plan yesterday on the pitch, and now it's not necessary for me one session now because we have a lot of many days, job, humidity, work, etc. Sometimes the supercompensation principle in football and sport is the form have to be similar to the rest. And now I feel that the idea is for today, but not training in the field, but training in the league. It's more near to the player, more build the group, etc. Right?
And my first question is, what we have learned from the first derby defeat? What we have learned from the first derby defeat?
I don't want to lose the match. The matches never are same. Maybe we have better physical condition, but Mohun Bagan has better condition also, no? Because I think that the match will be equality. And the team with more pattern, more intelligent, the better the match.
Do you feel extra motivated when you enter the field for a derby because we have seen that just we have lost just one derby so far. So are you getting into that debate this time?
My motivation now with my age, the rest for me, I have the same motivation for the first time in my career. It's even more difficult. No, sometimes the coaches say, I have trained 30 years like professional in different countries, and maybe now I want my salary with this impossible. I have the same motivation for my first derby, I don't know what, it's not same motivation. I don't have this motivation. My first decision will be of football professional.
Hi coach, this is this side. With Mohun from the TV coach, I want to know what is the present situation of PV Vishnu and are you expecting Ikea for tomorrow's match?
I need the communication from the airport. No, no flight.
If he comes tonight.
No.
And Vishnu, what do you
Wait a moment.
Hi Antonio, Himan, I work with Hindustan Times. Antonio, between the first derby and this, you played a very important match that took East Bengal to Asia, you qualified, and you had mentioned before that match that you needed to be calm, you needed to be intelligent, and your team did all that. And it was a fantastic performance. How important is that experience going into the derby tomorrow? That you've already played a big team and you've beaten them.
Big game. Champion and it's massive. It's big game also in Calcutta and India. For that, these matches, you don't need motivation for the player. But the player has intrinsic motivation. Now you have to control the mental problem and determination, not acceleration, aggressive, no control, etc. Anxiety. This is the more important in there. But after that, this is important, but it's important also to speed, balance, dispute, everything, and all parameters of the football control.
Hi coach, myself Shivaji, working to Kolkata Derby. Coach, we have to play the derby. We have a foreign striker, we have a foreign defender. How much is difficult for the coach?
very difficult because the coach all time needs the best player in the team and complete the team. But now it's not possible, no excuses. I talked with my player all time in the first moment when I go out of one team, no excuses. No excuses for the referee, no excuses for the opponent, no excuses we don't have the striker, no excuses because the host, no excuses. Because I trained last season in Intercastle. Intercastle played last season all matches away. And no excuses. Okay? You know, every match they have Intercastle last season 6-7 hour flight. Go, boom, boom, and then in 3 days, another match. And no home. And no excuses. Okay? This is more important for me because I talk every day with my players. Excuse me, no, tomorrow's hot tomorrow, humidity, referee, be careful, we don't have the striker, not receive the money every day. Understand? No excuses.
I could, this is Nila here. Coach, you have witnessed a lot of Kolkata derbies, but these days, so much derbies, increasing number of Kolkata derbies. Do you think it is diminishing the pace of the Kolkata derbies these days?
One derby more, but in the same intensity like before. It's obvious, no? Because I want to win every day in my career. I don't want to win every day. For me, football is not. It's life, not important for me. In football, you can lose, draw, and win.
We all know nowadays the football is a team game. Considering that fact, who is the danger man of Mohun Bagan in your eyes? Who? Danger man, most danger man.
No, the thing, see, I don't like to talk about the opponent in one place and another place. But I think that the Mohun Bagan think they have the same opinion about us. Okay? If you request to go to Mohun Bagan and say, what is the player more important? You don't have.